Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. Let me get myself together here. Thank you, D. Ken. Tactical Slapper. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Let's see who we got here. Moving fast. Stephen Caller. Been here since the beginning. Good evening. Good evening. Tawana Reader. Welcome. JD. What's happening? Paul Sullivan. Chicago in the house. Renee, how you doing? Let me shut this computer off. The secondary. What up, Jay Jones? Y'all come on. Who is 111? Look at the number in the house. 111. So the angels are here, y'all. Let y'all know the angels are here. 111. How many in the house? 111. Y'all see? Keep that in mind. Yep. 111. Angel numbers. They're here. Thank y'all for being here. As always, you've been here since I've been born, so I appreciate you. Let's see. Hopefully my voice will hold up, y'all. I hope it'll got my lemon and honey. Now watch. Before the night is over, usually this is how it happens. Those numbers are gonna pop up again. It may not be the 111, it might be 333, 444, but you'll see, and I happen to look up and I'm gonna point it out to y'all. They ain't gonna stay long. They're just letting us know they're here. I know some of y'all don't believe in that, but you ain't got to. I do. All right. There we go. It's out the way. Shout out to everybody. Hello, Regina Michelle. Let me see. Some people ask me. Lorraine. Nelson. No, Eli. Lorraine Eli. Deborah Cunningham. Yolanda. Who else? George. Raymond. My barber Bird. Big Sean, Little Sean. Well, he ain't little, but the owner of the barbershop. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me. Thank y'all again for showing up. Let me get this lemon and honey. Hit the like button too as y'all come in. A thumbs up. Got a few things I want to talk to y'all about. How's the mic? Is the mic good? Is it too loud? Too low? Oh, and roll tide. I'm glad you said something, QP. I had in the video I did. Oh, Florida State fan pop up talking about they in the house. That was before they got the ad whoop today. Florida State popping up talking shit. Maybe y'all don't sit down somewhere. Y'all whole season was beating Alabama. Whoop-de-doo. Now what? And that George from Australia. Beware them kangaroos. Don't be out there playing with no kangaroos. Let's see, where am I? Hold on, y'all. 9 million people left the U.S. when? Over how long? What, 30 years? People too broke to be leaving. Ain't no 9 million people left. Not, that's some, if they saying they left this year, that's some Democrat propaganda. Since Trump got elected, 9 million people left. Bullshit. Too goddamn broke. Where they going? Let me see. Where am I? So now, can somebody explain to me why in the hell Florida State got the nerve to pop up in my comment section? Talking about they in the house. Florida State. What y'all, 3 games down now already? We ain't gonna be talking sports, but I just, just wondering. Any Florida State people in the house? Y'all willing to come out from hiding right now? You were talking Noah earlier. Any Florida State people in the house? Y'all beat the first game of the year when we thought y'all was still the same team. Well, y'all really are the same team last year. But y'all have been preparing for Alabama the whole offseason. Alabama wasn't really thinking about y'all like that. If you were the players now, if you were to play Bama now, I don't think the outcome would be the same. Y'all won that game. LSU, my Lord. Well, one of my hometown friends' son played for LSU. What's his name? Damn. Hold on, for tell you his name. He's from Mobile. He played defense. He transferred in from Nebraska. Hold on, y'all. Damn, what's his name? Is it Jamari? What is her son's name? LSU. He came from Nebraska. Oh, Jamari Butler. That's his name. Jamari Butler. Friend with his mom. Well, Facebook friends and around town, but I root for him, but I hate LSU. I hate Auburn. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Ain't that what a boy said? But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get to this show. A couple of things I want to talk to y'all about. First, I'm going to tell y'all how God works. I thought I blocked. No, I didn't. I didn't block Metal Inc. I thought you. I'm going to block you tonight, though. Yeah, Metal Inc. You out of here. You stupid. And Roll Tide, Mr. Rogers, and the hell with everybody else. Roll Tide, the hell with everybody else. I said what I said. Now, I was earlier today, they had a what you call them? The animal shelter. They had an adoption thing to adopt the dogs, the pets, whatever. So I was there looking for a dog. And because I was gonna buy a puppy, right? A small house dog. These dogs like $800, $1,000. I'm not gonna spend no $1,000 for no damn dog. So I was like, man, I practice what I preach. I went to the animal shelter to adopt a dog, right? These damn scammers trying to be careful with y'all cash apps and stuff like that. People scamming. I block people scam trying to get in your cash app. So keep your cash app card locked. Keep it on lock so nobody won't hit your account. Cash app. Cash app has been compromised. So if you're listening to me, you got cash app. Until you're ready to use your card, I hope you got the app where you can go pull up your card and keep it locked. I keep mine locked unless I'm going to use it. And I don't keep no money on there. That's another thing. And I don't take money out of my bank account and put it on Cash App. I go load it at Walmart. Scammers, hackers, whatever you call them, they bad on Cash App. So I get notifications all day long, decline, where they didn't decline people that's trying to, they test it out with like 50 cents. They try to see if they can get 50 cents out your account. And if that go through, then they're going to try to hit a big number. So all I get all day long, 52% was declined by Google this, and 52% was declined by some type of gaming app. So be careful with your cash apps nowadays. These scammers out, we in hard times. Scammers everywhere, all types of scams. Speaking of scams, I did a consultation last night. Thank you, Ms. Yolanda. And she was telling me about how she thought she was talking to me through text message, through those little scammers that be in the comment section asking y'all to text like it's me, but it ain't me. I'm not leaving no number for y'all to text. That's somebody trying to get y'all information, talking about some real estate and some bull. I actually texted them a damn self to see who the hell it was. They didn't know it was my damn page. My channel. I didn't tell them who I was. I just texted them to see who was it and what they was talking about. Are you interested in buying real estate? Some bullshit. But if y'all ever in the comment section and you see something pop up on your comment like it's me asking you to text me, that's not me. If I didn't leave my email address, you don't have no way to get in touch with me unless I done gave you my number personally on here or my email for a consultation. If you want a consultation, you got to email me, bigward@myyahoo.com. If you want to link up with me on some business, somebody asked me to do a collaboration, interview, whatever, like the Charleston White do, but I ain't on that dumb shit. bigward@myyahoo.com. And then we'll link up from there. But I would not leave no number in the comment section for you to text me. That is not me. They're using my profile picture. Scammers, again. Remember the time we living in right now. Everybody out there trying to survive, trying to get ahead, even if that means getting over. They will rob you blind. They don't care if you can't pay your bill. They don't care how you survive. They don't care about none of that. So let me get on with this. So as I was, what is his name? I ain't gonna say his name on here. Let them know I'm live. Now, as I was at the animal shelter, I met a guy from Houston, but he was in Mobile with his mom looking for a dog for his mom. Won't say his name and, nothing like that, but he was telling me about how, he looked at me like, ain't you Big Ward? I'm like, yeah. And he said, man, I watch you all the time. I'm from Houston. Introduced ourselves like, man, I appreciate you, whatever. And he let me know I'm here to get a dog for my mom, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not from here. Well, I'm from here, but I'm here to visit my mom, but I live in Houston right now. And that I just got out of rehab. Well, not me. He said he just got out of rehab, alcohol. And was telling me what he was dealing with, I asked him. I know a lot about that. addiction. And I told y'all my story. Once upon a time, that's all I did was every day, all day. Not alcohol, but I don't like alcohol like that. But anything else, pretty much, but not anything. I told y'all my story. I got to be careful on what I can say on here. But I struggled with substances early part of my life. How you? Here we go. I know you don't mean no harm. Well, maybe, I don't know. See, this type of stuff I'm talking about right here. How do you know whether I serve God or not? What you know about me and God? Here we go. When you go before God, he ain't gonna ask you nothing about Big Ward. Guess who gonna ask you about? You. That's what you need to be focused on, and who tight with God, and who serving God, who worshiping God. Y'all got, yeah. That's why I don't deal with religious people. Ain't none of us got no room to be worried about nobody else's relationship with God. I ain't got no time to be worried about your relationship with God, nobody else's. When I got to make sure I'm straight. I ain't gonna say you mean no harm, but that shit is so annoying to me. Focus on you. When you get before the good Lord, whatever your God is, he's not gonna ask you about Big Ward. He's not gonna show you Big Ward's life. He's gonna show you yours. You who you need to be focused on when it comes to God. I don't think you mean no harm. I don't think you mean no harm. Maybe you do, and if you do, I don't take no harm on it. It's just irritating me. I hate when y'all do that. Why don't I just turn to God? How do you know I haven't? How many times I gotta say who I give credit to of why I'm here? After all I done been through. Like, you gotta tell me something about God. Where was you when I was sleeping in the abandoned houses? When God came and got me, where were you? Telling me about I need to turn to God. As if I haven't. Like I gotta demonstrate it to you whether or not I done turned to God or not. All y'all make me sick. And be the main one, me and you will be standing on side of each other before God, he'll send your ass up out of there and let me come in. Oh my God, y'all get on my nerves with that shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me calm down. Democrats and religious people get on my damn nerves. God damn. You don't know nobody's relationship with God because people can be cussing and have the best relationship in the world with God. You can have people that don't cuss, don't drink, don't smoke, don't wear tight clothes, and don't know nothing about no God. Y'all be looking at the wrong stuff. You don't know my relationship with God, man. Worry about yourself, please. Worry about yourself. I appreciate your concern, though. Serving him with my actions. When I don't even know your life. I don't know what your actions are. Stop looking at kiddie porn. That's what you do. One more time, you block. Go get your Bible and save your own soul, not mine. You religious people, listen to me. I ain't got no problem with what you believe in. I can pretty much guarantee you that when you get before whoever your God is, he's not going to ask you what that Big Ward doing. Is Big Ward saved? Did Big Ward serve me? Your God ain't going to ask you nothing about me. Not a damn thing. Do y'all know that? Well, y'all out here pushing your God on everybody. Do you know when you get before God, he's not going to ask you nothing about none of us? I don't mean you no harm. If I tell people, hey, I'm depending on God. I ain't telling you who the hell depend on. I ain't telling you to believe in God. If you don't believe in God, I don't care. That's your business. I'm telling you who I depend on. You want what I got, you do what I do. That's the saying goes. I'm where I am because of my God. You know, And I ain't telling you to believe nothing. There are some atheists doing way better than me in life. They don't believe in God. So what I look like, and then why you block. I'm finna block you, clown. Bye. Go read your Bible and get the hell up out of here. Tell Jesus I said hello. Oh, Jesus don't rock with you. You fake. Bye, Luna. Or Luna, or who the hell you is. Now, back to the type of stuff my God wants me to do. So I met the young man today at the animal shelter. He was telling me about how he just got out of rehab for alcohol addiction. And I explained to him how I've struggled with addiction early on in my life as a young man. We didn't look at it when I was on as bad as some people. But addiction is addiction. It don't matter what substance you're addicted to. Alcohol, crack, weed, coochie, pipe, food, whatever. Addiction is the same. The substances just change. So in my process of dealing with addiction when I was younger, God put me in places, introduced me to people who I learned a lot about addiction and how I was able. Here I am, let me see, which is December the 1st, 25 years. Nothing. No alcohol, none of that shit. Now, blowing backs, we substitute. Blowing backs out. I have other, we have struggles. But as far as the mind-altering substances, and one of the main things that anybody out here listening to me right now that's struggling, like I told him I'm gonna help him. I gave him my number, and I'm gonna help him. The type of stuff that my God wants me to do. So I charge for referral. He ain't paying nothing. I'm gonna help him. I feel like God introduced us today, me and the young man. I'm not gonna say his name. God introduced me to this young man today, and pretty much said help him personally. So first thing he gonna do is go to those meetings to get accustomed to be around other people who dealing with the same thing. One of the things I learned about drug use, alcohol use, whatever, that's just one phase of addiction. You got food, you got other stuff. But one phase of addiction is the alcohol, the weed, the whatever. You might find yourself addicted to some substance right now. And one of the things that keep you hooked on, to keep you going, is because you see other people that's doing it, and it don't do them like it do you. You might see somebody that drank alcohol, they can drink a little bit and go home, go to work the next day. Don't drink for another month. They might drink just for Christmas. They might drink just on a Saturday. And you try to be like them, and you drink every day, all day, falling down drunk, can't go to work no more, losing your job, 3 DUI, going to prison, all of that. When you drink. But you look at somebody else drink, and they don't have the same struggle as you. So you're figuring you'll spend another 30 years being an alcoholic, strung out, homeless or whatever, trying to do like the person that drinks and don't lose everything. Well, here's the deal. What was told to me, because when I was smoking, getting high, I was one of them everyday, all day people. I wasn't a weekend dude. I wasn't a handle my business dude. I wasn't a go to work dude. I was sorry as shit. Sorry. So that's all I would do all day, every day. So what I realized is, or what was taught to me, I'm allergic to getting high. If you find yourself as an alcoholic, crackhead, weed head, pop, whatever you own, and you can't stop, it's controlling your life. It's got you homeless. It's got you broke. You done lost your family. You done lost everything, and you won't stop because you trying to do it like your neighbor do it, and it don't do them like that. Your neighbor can drink one beer and go home. You can drink 2 cases and still want another. The difference between you and your neighbor is you is allergic to alcohol. Your neighbor not. All an addict is a person who has an allergic reaction to whatever substance it is, got him out there effed up. So if you're an alcoholic, you are allergic to alcohol. Whenever you know, like say for instance, I'm allergic to shrimp and crab. And I remember I discovered that when I was a child. But when I would eat like some shrimp, gumbo or whatever, my throat would swell up, my whole face would swell up, I can't breathe or whatever. I'm like, well, damn, what is this? It was a minute before we figured out, man, you can't eat. I'm allergic to shellfish, right? So, but I can eat crabs and not crab. I can eat oysters and fish, but I can't eat shrimp and crab. So it was explained to me. I told this to my man John, my mentor, and he was like, "Man, is there anything in life you're addicted to? Not addicted, allergic to?" I was like, "Yeah, crab and shrimp." And he said, "Do you like the taste of it?" I said, I loved it. But whenever I eat the crab or shrimp, my body reacts to it in a negative way. And it F's me up. So even though I like crabs and shrimp, I'm allergic to them. So I might want to eat the crab, but I know if I eat it, it's going to fuck me up. Same way with you on that alcohol, my man. You're allergic to it. But same way I can't eat crab, there's some people that can. I can't base my life on the people that can eat crab, and I'm going to just go eat it because they can eat it. And every time I eat it, my throat swell up. But I'm going to eat it anyway because that man can eat crab. And if he can eat it, I should be able to eat it. But the problem is, I'm allergic to it and he's not. If you're an alcoholic right now, crackhead, weed head, booger sugar, whatever you own, and you can't stop, and you're okay until you take it in. And once you take it in, you're off to the races. Because that's you having an allergic reaction to the booger sugar. You have an allergic reaction to the alcohol. So the only way you're going to make it is not to put the problem in your body that you're allergic to. I know you want to, but keep in mind, you're allergic to it. Whether it be love is an addiction. So now if you're somebody who with somebody right now, treating you like shit, and you can't leave, and you blaming it on love, no, you're addicted. You're not in love. You're addicted to that person. You know you can be addicted to a person, right? You are allergic to that person. Whenever you're with that person, you have a negative reaction. Whatever you're allergic to, some of y'all, I'm looking at the comment section. I ain't gonna say no name, but you're weirding me out. You're weird what you're saying now. I don't have no time to be playing with weird folks and crazy folks. I got folk around here now calling, trying to find me. It's crazy. I don't do crazy. Now, I'm not talking for everybody that drinks. You need to stop drinking. I'm not talking about everybody that smoke weed. You need to stop smoking. I ain't saying for everybody. I'm talking about the people who drink and won't stop. I'm talking about the people who lost their family, can't go to, lost their careers, homeless, sick, in the hospital, cirrhosis of the liver, all that bullshit. I'm talking about y'all. I'm not talking about the weekend drinker. I'm talking about the everyday drinker. At work, in the bathroom drinking. Coming out smelling like you at work like Kamala Harris. I had to throw that in there. Y'all know Kamala Harris is a drunk, right? Allegedly. Let me get you out of here, man. You annoying me. That's my last. I ain't gonna even tell you who you are. I'll give you no warning. Don't play. You out of here. I'm sick of you already. In real life, with y'all, I'm antisocial. Thank you, Michael Ross. So that's part of my little lecture on addiction. Right, IO7. Addiction is not about the substance. It's deeper than that. The weed, the alcohol, the crack is not the problem. The addiction is. Believe it or not, there are some people that can smoke crack and you don't even know they smoke. They go to work, pay their bill, ain't homeless. None of that. The typical crackhead you see walking up and down the street, there are some people smoke crack right now and you will never know. Nice car, nice home. They call functional addicts. That's not the majority. The majority of them homeless. So on to the next topic. I hope that helps somebody. And if you happen to be struggling with addiction and you want a little extra help, no fee. I just like helping people. I've been there, done that. No shame. As a matter of fact, I went through that for now. Because now there's even more people going to be dealing with addiction right now. As times get harder, you're going to be turning to substances to try to help you deal with this shit, and it's going to make it worse. I remember when my mom died, not my biological mom that just died in June. I'm talking about Nancy, November the 1st, 1995, when she died. And I promise to God, I had smoked like, in that day, on that day she died, from that morning to that night, I smoked about 3 ounces of weed. I didn't get high at all. It did not help. A lot of times y'all turn, not y'all, we would turn to outside sources to try to help us cope with life's pain, life's struggle. When times get hard, a lot of us would turn to something outside of ourselves. The solution is within us. But a lot of times we're too lazy or don't believe enough to look for the solution within us because of our lack of faith, our lack of belief, and our lack of understanding of who we are. We don't know how to turn within for the solution to our problems. We go look outside. And that's when you end up turning to alcohol and drugs, sex, food. You turn to other stuff to help you deal with the pain and to escape what you're running from. And it only makes it worse. It don't help. It makes it worse. All you doing is when you turn to outside substances to help you deal with your pain. That's like having a fire that's burning, and then you go get some gas and try to put it out. You got a fire burning. All of us do. In our lives, there's some type of fire that's going to break out in your life. And you need to put it out the right way. Yes, the fire is burning, but don't go try to put it out with gas. Use water. Follow. The mistake most of us do in life is we try to put the fires out that are burning within us. We try to use gas to put out a fire. And all we do is make the fire get bigger. So if you're dealing with a problem by going to alcohol, going to drugs, all you're doing is pouring gas on the flame. You're just going to make the problem bigger. The solution to all your problems is within. And what's within you is your God. The God is not in the church. God is within you. You are the church. Nah, I ain't finna tell nobody. I ain't going to religion. Figured out what I'm saying. I ain't finna explain no more than that. Now on to the next one, because I ain't gonna be on here all night long. And again, thank all y'all. Please hit that thumbs up button. Thank all y'all for showing up, for being here. I'm gonna try to use this as a time to help. I know we got a lot of bullshit going on, and I discuss it throughout the videos. But what I wanted to do tonight, some of what I wanted to do, I'm gonna drop this link. I told y'all once before about how we're gonna use this sometimes as like a free consultation. If you got an issue or problem you're dealing with, and you ain't got no money to be paying me to talk to me, by you being here supporting this live. I don't make money off live. Sometimes I do, when y'all give the super chat, or if I throw my cash app up every now and then, somebody asks me to, I get cash out. But other than that, I don't make money off live, because most of the time YouTube is gonna be monetized, but then they're gonna go back and screen it, and I'm gonna be done cussed too much or something. Somebody done made me go off, and they demonetize it. So I don't make money off live. But I do it for the connection to the people. And believe it or not, even though I started making a little money off YouTube, I didn't know that I was. I started my YouTube channel just to talk to the people. I love to talk, but I didn't want to talk to people in real life because I don't trust nobody. So YouTube was a way for me. No, I'm not a life coach. I just have been through a lot in life. I have no certifications, but I went to the School of Hard Knocks, and I'm certified, qualified, educated. I got the highest degree possible from the School of Hard Knocks. And I learned well. I'm a great learner and also an even better teacher. Everybody can't teach. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player ever, but he ain't no coach. What makes me special is that I can teach to a baby to where they even understand what the hell I'm talking about. So I got that one out the way. So let me drop this link. If you got something you dealing with and you ain't scared to get on here and talk about it, I'm going to help you for the free. Something that people pay me to do, I'm going to do it for the free. It ain't free. It's really an advertisement. I want to show y'all my skill. I want y'all to hear somebody dealing with a problem, and I want y'all to be able to listen in on my solution. And you're going to be like, this mother knows some shit. I'm good. But I'm blessed. It's a gift I was given. Go Dogs. Did y'all win? Did y'all beat Auburn? Please say y'all beat Auburn. I can't stand Auburn. Let me drop this link. If you don't want to show your picture on the screen, just show it in the queue to where I can see that you're not some troll. And then you can block your picture out and we just hear your voice when I bring you up and talk about what you got going on. If you ain't scared. If you're scared, I just keep talking, doing what I do. I tried. No, the dog was too big. I want a smaller dog. I don't want a big dog. And the dog they had in there, it seemed like all they had was pit bulls. Anyway, well, didn't want a pit bull and didn't want a big dog. Where the troll at? Let me get rid of him. Where the troll? Hey, Corp, I know you ain't drinking, man. Hold on. Let me. What you drinking, Corey? Hold that ball up, man. I mean, I can't bring you here drinking no old eating no 8-ball. What is that? Hold on, Corey. I got you. What up, Marcus Mitchell? All right, Corey. Hold on, let me see. Make sure. Hold on, Corey. I want to say this before I go any further. I want y'all to understand who y'all talking to right now, or who you listening to. When I tell y'all I'm for the people, the common folk, that's who I'm for. I started off being a people person, love people, but I got so many holes in my back. So I had to, in real life, I had to back off from people a little bit, but I missed them. I miss people. I miss having lots of people around me and talking and having a good time, sitting out and chilling. But I realized I was the only one showing love in the group. Look at the number, 444. Y'all see it? Look quick. How many viewing? Y'all see it? Didn't I tell you? The angels are here. Look, what's the number? Can y'all see what I see? What you see, Corey? 444. We're at 455 now. So now, I got so many knives in my back. Some of them I can't get out. And I don't want to take them out because I don't want to forget. That didn't stop me from loving people. It just stopped me from allowing a lot of people around me. But the love for people didn't go nowhere. I still want to see people do good, even though people hate me. Trucker J, obviously you must like the shades. I'm hoping that's why you're asking. And if you like them, you ain't going to believe it. I don't know the name of them. Mobile Flea Market. I ain't going to lie to y'all. $10 for these shades. I promise you. I ain't going to get on here and stunt. Yeah, these Cartier, man, I paid $1,500 for them. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I go by how the shit look. I don't give a damn about no names or none of that. Mobile Flea Market, $10. Sure did. And I love them. Trucker J, $10, Mobile Flea Market. You know, most jokers get on here lying to them. Yeah, I paid $1,000 for them. I paid $10 for these shades, man. Mobile Flea Market, they got shades here. I'm talking about, man, you'll be surprised. I got some so clean. I got folks be offering me all kinds of money for them damn shades, man. I'm like, man, I paid $15 for these. I'll tell you where they at, man. They be like, man, you bullshit. I ain't about to got time for all that bullshit, all that talking about no Gucci and Prada and all that bullshit. And then the shit like the Balenciaga shit. That shit ugly as hell. I paid $10 for these goddamn shades, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't trying to get no line. Some woman think I got money trying to give me some coochie. $10. You said you ain't paying. I thought you said you ain't paying more than $1,000. No, me neither. White Rican, $10. Hey, now, Miss Lady, I welcome you here. Buckeye. I hope we see y'all too. You caught your first live, Miss Lady. And Bama gonna whoop that ass. Surely is. I said it. On your first live, you came to get your ass whooped by the Crimson Tide. That's what you just did. Welcome to your first live. But I still love you. Don't take his ass whooping personal. But Bama is not what you want right now. Now let's get Mr. Corey Smith up here before we go any further. Corey Smith been supporting the channel for a long time. But before I get you up here, Corey, somebody just dropped $10. And I got to let them come up too. Top Knox Media. Thank you. Ain't no fun when that rabbit got the gun. Letitia Jane about to find out. She about to fuck around and find out. Mr. Trump is like Big Ward. Petty. I do believe in getting your ass back when you do me wrong. I believe in that shit. Let me see. Appreciate you. What up, Corey?
How you doing, Big Ward, the genius?
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, Corey. Them shades look cheap as hell. You need to
They
take them
cheap,
out. They look
but
cheap.
we in the economy right now, we can only buy what we can afford.
That ain't the point.
If you smell what I'm cooking.
No, I don't smell that. That stink. Whatever you cooking stink. Cause them shades look cheap.
These big ass shades, man.
They look cheap, boy.
I'm so broke, man. This shit in the closet for 3, 4, 5 years. I said, let me go ahead and bring these big ass shades out there. Let me bring this out there.
Put them back.
But see, the thing about it is too.
You like you finna fly one of them planes that ain't got no roof on it.
I'm gonna fly. I believe I can fly. All right,
you man. These old school plane back in the day, with the scar around their neck, and they ain't got no like a convertible plane. They wear them big glasses to keep the wind out their eye. That's them shades look like. These shades were $10.
But see, the thing about it, when I bought the shades, they said, "Oh, the shades, the shades look good on you." But then when I got the shades, they said, "Man, these shades don't fit your. These shades too big for my face." Look, I'm flying, I'm rocking, man. Man, look at this. This man, come on now. How they gonna see? That's what I'm saying. People don't care about people. People let any people. Huh?
You ain't got no friends either, do you?
I'm just like that's why I like your channel, because we just alike. I don't be involved with a lot of people.
You need some friends though, cause a good friend wouldn't let you buy them shades.
But see, I thought when the Chinese girl at the shop, she said, "Oh, they look good on you."
The Chinese girl.
Somebody lied to me.
Hold on, you got
these big ass shades on me.
You got them from a Chinese girl.
Yeah, she said, "Oh, they look good on you," but then somebody said, "No, man, them shades too big for your face."
They good for that shit. You can't trust
these big ass shades. I don't want anybody come by. Somebody get this Big Boy. You want these? I don't have no thick face for these shades.
Hell no.
Man, come on, man, come on. But what I was saying, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. But I mean, I try to put up for the video. Maybe you can sell it or something.
Hell no.
But see, with the way the economy going, I was wanting to sell these shades. If you smell what I'm cooking.
The man just said these shades look like they cost $1,500. I paid $10 for them.
Well, when I bought these shades, I think it was like a 1,000 or something, but
you lying.
That's what they said. And I got bootlicker.
Hold up. You paid $1,000 for those?
Yeah, these are like titanium sunglasses. I got a couple years ago.
Corey, you know I love you, man. I appreciate all your support. You know that, right?
Yes.
You know I appreciate you.
Yes, yeah, Big Boy. I'm there for you.
You paid $1,000 for those.
Now this was after COVID when I had the money, yeah. But now it's not worth the money. Now the shades only worth about $100.
Bro, them shades they were free. Come on, Corey.
Okay.
You got some money right now?
I got about a little bit of money, but I don't have the money like I used to have.
I got a plan, right? I need you to hit the cash out.
All right.
You paid $1,000 for them shades. I need a loan that I ain't gonna pay back, but I'm gonna call it a loan.
Okay. I need everybody on this Cash App to send Big Ward some money.
No, this about you, Corey. This about you. You the one spending $1,000 on those shades.
But see, I messed up because after my mother died.
No, you didn't mess up. You fucked up.
I am fucked up. That's why I want you alive, because I need you to correct me. You the doctor, Bill Ward the doctor. Can you please correct me? Help me from my mistakes, Big Ward. Please help me.
Man, you paid $1,000 for them shades.
And I lost. I lost the game.
God.
I lost. That's why I want you to help me out. That's why we all on here, Big Ward, because we'll cash out you. We want you to help us out. We'll pay for your consultation. Just come and help us out, Big Ward. Please come help us.
It's too late.
$, cash up, $, Big Ward 251 is too late. Big
No,
Ward.
it's too late for you.
What do I need to do?
Not in life. You still got a chance in life.
All right.
But them shades are too late.
But
God damn.
what do I need to do now, Big Ward? Please tell me, Big Ward.
Ask God to forgive you, first of all.
I watch you every day, Big Ward. We all watch you. You said God to forgive. When is the Lord coming back? They said the Lord was coming back.
The money he blessed you with on them damn shades.
But I'm gonna have to get the money.
And ask God to forgive you.
In the name of Jesus has set me free. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give these shares away to somebody that needs it.
Hold on, we might be onto something. Somebody said Rick Ross wear those.
There was $1,000. That's what these are the types. I don't know what I tried to settle, but nobody got no money to buy this. Somebody buy the shades.
I don't know how to say your name. Averiani. She said, I know he's joking. You joking? Are you for real? You look good. That boy look
Somebody
good.
said I look good. Who said I look good?
Huh?
Somebody said I look good.
Yeah, they've been drinking
I'm old.
Saturday night.
Oh no, every time somebody come on your channel, somebody drinking or smoking or something, I need people sober come on the channel and cash out downside Big 1251.
You said them aviator shades, so you might be on to something, Corey.
Well, see, when I'm growing up, you know, I mean,
hold on, I might be wrong. I might be looking at them wrong.
Are you looking at them wrong? Or are you looking at them right? Anybody mess with Big Ward, they gonna come after me in these shades.
Yeah, they nice, Corey. They ain't bad.
Big Ward,
man.
Big Ward, I'm gonna email you to if anyone want to buy these shades, I'm gonna email you tomorrow or something. I got some stuff I need to get rid of.
How much you want for them?
Right now, about
right
$300, $400, $500.
What's the least you'll take for them right now?
The price that went up. I don't know, about $400 or $500. I don't know.
$400 or $500.
Because the thing about it was that after my mother died, she left everybody a little bit of money. I got me some shades. I paid off some stuff, you know. But but then I need the money back. Damn.
Hold on. Damn. First of all, rest in peace to you.
And I need it back now.
For the loss of your mom, first of all.
In the name of Jesus. But Big Boy, I relate to you. I love your channel, and that's why I wanted to come on too, because I appreciate you get 100,000 subscribers. And you remember we were talking before, you was at 50,000. You at 100,000.
Hold on a minute. I want you to walk us through this thing, all right? When you saw them shades, when you first saw them, I want you to think back. What was on your mind?
On my mind when I seen it.
When you saw
on my mind when I
made you buy them shades?
Because I grown up broke. I never had anything that was worth of value. And then when I seen some nice shades, I said, okay, I wanted some shades.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with wanting something nice. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting some of value. My question is, why those shades?
Because I always been attracted to clothes. It just, you know.
They nice, man.
You said they're not nice.
Well, maybe if your head was big.
Okay, wait a minute. That's not the only pair of shades
Now, you got some more. Let me see some more shades you got.
From data. Okay.
Let me see your track, your history.
Okay.
Maybe you
So
made one bad mistake. Let me see
okay. All right. So now you remember Jamie Foxx was wearing these shades. Now look at this. Now look at this. Now look at this. Look at that.
From bad to worse, Corey.
Look at this.
I'm gonna give you one more chance. Show me the third pair. What y'all say about these? Is that better or worse than the other pair?
I ain't got no third pair because both pair cost too much money.
You got this.
All the money gone.
You got your goddamn
2 pairs of shades.
Hold on.
You smell on the cooking?
Turn your head to the left. To the left. No, leave them on and then turn your head to the left. A profile, like you're taking a selfie, but to the left. No, put the shade back on. I'm trying to see something. Hold on. No. Yeah, that's it, Corey. That's it.
Somebody need to pay me off this damn channel.
That's it. That's it there, Corey. You know what?
That's it right there.
That's it right there.
All right, well, come on.
That's it right there, Corey.
Come on, get these shades.
That's it.
But Big Boy, I'm real happy to talk to you because you talk to a lot of people. But I mean, I remember when we first started together and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm really grateful to come back to really talk to you on the live because I mean, you really was really a blessing to me. And I mean, to me, I feel like you like family. I mean, even though I don't be on every live, I watch all the videos and I still comment.
I feel bad, Corey.
Because I mean, I feel bad too because I see how with the way the economy going.
No, that ain't what I feel bad about right now. That ain't what I feel bad about right now.
What you feel bad about?
That I wasn't there to stop you from buying that first pair of shades. Now these all right.
In the name of Jesus.
The ones you got on now, they all right. I kind of like those.
Mm-hmm.
I like those. I ain't gonna lie.
But why you ain't like the other ones?
The first pair, oh man. They too big for my head.
But see, nobody told me them glasses were too big for my head. I did not know.
You let them yang get you, man.
The Chinese girls said, go buy these glasses. These glasses fit your face. They go for your face. They go for your face. And I put the glass on my face like a balloon. Look at these big ass glasses.
And you gave that man. You gave that woman.
I should be watching Reading Rainbow or something.
I don't know. I got you.
I should be reading a book or something. What is this? I don't want this mess.
I feel bad for you, man. But hey, we're gonna be.
I feel bad for me too.
We're gonna make it, Corey.
We can make it if we try.
But you better not do that shit no more. I'm
not Big Boy, so I don't know. So I'm trying to get, with the way the economy going, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of shit that I did buy, but I mean, it's just a bad economy. And they say it's going to get worse. But how's it going to get worse? You think this economy going to get worse?
Hold on.
Everybody 1, 2, 3, we tapped out.
Somebody asking me to get on to the whatever I'm going to get on to. And to the old people, it's called Lead the Stream. How did you click off? Like when you ready to go
I'm the day one subscriber. Who the hell are they? Tell their ass to get the hell on because they ain't talking about shit no way. And matter of fact, tell them to cash out your ass.
I got you. I'm trying to get them, show them how to do it, how to get out of here. If they don't like what we're talking about.
We the day one subscriber. I'm the day one subscriber. You telling me to get up out the show? Who the hell are they?
No, that's what they saying. They telling me to get on with the wisdom. Like
tell their ass to get on. This shit, okay, they own up. They should already had their own wisdom. Why everybody got to keep relying on you to have wisdom? God give everybody God great sense.
Hello, no, that's what I'm here for.
Oh,
that's what I'm here for. But to that person, it's the same way you came in. That's the way you can get out. I got you, Corey. But I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. At the moment, I don't feel like telling y'all about how we all gonna die. I'm trying to lighten it up a little bit. What's wrong with that? Every now and then, I get tired of talking about the fucked up ass politicians, lying ass people. Every now and then, I want to laugh too. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing. There's people make millions of dollars out making people laugh. So, I'm gonna do me. You do you. Hit that button to get your ass up out of here. And when I'm ready to get back to whatever I was going to originally talk about, that's when I'll do it. If I only have 2 viewers in here, that'll be Corey, and I know a couple more folks gonna watch me regardless. Thank you, Corey.
In my heart.
Now,
Number one.
What I'm gonna do, Corey? I'm gonna bring up Stephen Clayton. All right. And I want you to chill. Don't go nowhere. All right.
Who, me?
Yeah, cause I gotta watch you. Cause you went bought them damn shades, I need to keep an eye on you.
Okay, but I'm gonna be taking a couple of sips of beer if you watch me, because I can't sit here and be dry. So I mean, if you want to watch, you can be watching all you want.
You were drinking when you bought them shades, didn't you?
So I'm gonna keep it real.
You were drinking when you bought them shades. Nah,
damn right. And they messed me up. This mess. I'm in this mess.
$1,000.
In the name of Jesus.
Right.
Lord Well and the creek don't rise. Cash out $ Big Boy 251 on live now. Live next, Big Boy.
Right,
show your support for the channel.
You gonna get you a drink, Corey. I'm gonna bring
and like and subscribe.
You gonna get you a drink, and I'm gonna bring you down. I'm gonna bring Stephen Clayton up. All right.
Yeah, brother.
All right. All right, Stephen. Hold on. Somebody just put a hold on. I don't want to overlook the. Hold on, Stephen. I got you. Hold on. Somebody just get. Hold on. Where you went? There you go. The figure 03. What's that? Hold on. Keep going. I'm trying to put you up here. Where you went? I'm trying to find you. First of all, thank you. Keep going for the super chat, but I'm trying to put you comment up here. Let me see. Keep going. Where you went? There you go. The figure 03. What is that? Is that a movie? Anybody know about the figure 03? What's the figure 03? First, Stephen Clayton, you ready? Let's see what up,
What's
Steve?
going on, Big Aunt?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, Big Aunt.
Where you from?
I'm from South Georgia.
Oh, we beat that ass.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
something
you're a Georgia
like
fan.
that.
You might not be a Georgia fan. You might be Auburn or something.
No.
You Georgia?
No, actually, no. My daddy was a diehard Georgia fan, so yeah, I just took it on from him.
Well, that's a good reason to be a fan of a team because your pop.
Yeah. He passed 2 years ago, so I took it upon myself. Like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Georgia.
So what's going on with you?
Not much. Just enjoying this Saturday.
You
That's
at work?
about it. Huh?
You at work?
No. I'm home. I don't work on the weekends unless I'm on my side job.
What time is it there? Y'all are an hour ahead of us.
It's almost 12 o'clock here.
Yeah, you an hour ahead.
Yeah. Now I don't work on the weekends unless, like I said, I'm on my side job. But I don't have that many clients, so
How far you live? How far are you from Atlanta?
I'm about 2.5, 3 hours away.
Oh shit, you probably in Mobile. South Georgia. Right there, you in Mobile.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
It's a matter of fact. It's I can't remember. Is it Mobile? It's a rodeo we go to over there. I think it's Mobile or it's close to Mobile or something like that.
No, we ain't got no rodeo here.
I think it's close to Mobile.
I want to show y'all something right quick. The danger of AI.
Ooh,
Let me show y'all this. Check this out.
something very dangerous.
Hold on. You make me sick. You think these people care about
What
you?
the hell?
You are nothing without me. You want a dream? On Sunday you'll have one.
because I'll be putting you to sleep.
What the hell?
You make me sick. You think these people care about you? You are nothing without me. You want a dream? On Sunday you'll have one, because I'll be putting you to sleep. You make me sick.
What the hell?
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King in the middle of the WWE ring, and it looked real as hell.
They do.
That shit ain't gonna play with, man.
Yeah.
Look at this shit, man. Hold on.
You think these people care about you? You are nothing without me. You want a dream? On Sunday you'll have one.
Man.
You make me sick.
Have you seen the rap remakes the AI been doing?
I seen one with Tupac in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah. And then now they got AI rappers too, right?
No, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, they got AI rappers too.
Man, that shit crazy as hell.
It's
That
crazy.
shit gonna be dangerous, man.
Yes, it is. Yes,
So-
it is.
What if, say for instance, the government want to frame you? Because I remember a time when I was in the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was only through the grace of God that I was able to beat the case.
Mm-hmm.
They planted some shit on me. And what they messed up and they didn't put it on the warrant. You know, hopefully y'all don't know about this, and I'm explaining something that y'all don't know about. But if the cops ever kick your door in, searching for something, whatever they find, they got to put it on the warrant.
Right.
And then they turn that in, and then that's what
Right.
your lawyer gonna get. Your lawyer gonna get the fight.
Right.
So whatever they found in my place, which was nothing but a scale, the
Mhm.
hangman scale, the
Mhm.
hangman, and that was like a misdemeanor. But that ain't what they came looking for. Somebody told them I had it, which I did, but that ain't what they were looking for. They weren't looking for no scale. They were looking for,
Right. Right.
I wasn't raised like that. I didn't keep the shit in the house. Like
Right.
before. So anyway, they didn't find it. They didn't find that, right?
Uh-huh.
So they wrote on the warrant everything they found. Some bullshit, some bodybuilding supplement I was taking, creatine pills,
Right.
vitamins
Right.
and shit. They wrote all that shit down. Thought they're gonna go test it. Thought they're gonna have something.
Right.
That shit wasn't a creatine and vitamin D and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was the original warrant didn't have nothing, nothing illegal except the scale. When we went to court for the first hearing, they put on that they found like 2 ounces of some shit
Mm-hmm.
of that coke of crack.
Right.
I'm like, but here go the original warrant. Why they don't here? And that's how I ended up. If it weren't for that,
So
I know they
basically,
took it.
they really just tried to frame you. Basically.
Right. And forgot
Right.
they didn't put on the original warrant.
Right. Right.
When they didn't find nothing, they went back and wrote over. They
Uh-huh.
wrote it on it.
What the
It
world?
wasn't on my copy. They gave me a copy.
Uh-huh.
But when we got to court, they done added some shit.
No.
That's how I beat the case. So my lawyer was like, hold up now. Here's his copy. Why you ain't got that on this copy?
Right. Right.
Case dismissed. So
That's crazy.
my point is, I know they willing, and that's why, like with President Trump and a lot of black people like me, when they were bringing out all them charges on him, that's why a lot of black people started like, hold up. That started making me look at him different.
Right.
Because when I saw how they were bringing out all them bullshit charges, I'm like, man, this shit sounds familiar.
Uh-huh.
A lot of black people have been through that.
Right. Right.
People, I ain't talking about the square who ain't never done that. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about people like me that
Right.
know how crooked they really are and that they
Right.
will make up shit when they want you. If they want you bad enough, I know they'll make up shit. But the average person ain't lived through nothing like that, so they don't believe it. Like old people and, they don't believe the
Right.
government. They don't believe them. They believe the cops is, straight up and, you can trust the government. They ain't gonna do nothing like them folks dirty.
Yeah, me and my people stay at it all the time about that. So
They don't
yeah.
believe it. So
Yeah.
so I'm telling you, they planted some shit on me I didn't have. I know I ain't had.
Mm-hmm.
It's 30 years ago, so I ain't got to lie about it now. I
Right.
ain't had. They planted it.
Right.
Man, they got cops on camera planting shit on folks.
Mm.
So
That's just like basically what you saying how they did you, and I was because I ain't know nothing about it.
Now they got AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they was trying to do that back then when they didn't have this technology,
Uh-huh.
and now they want to do that, now all they gotta do is make some fake video. See, there he is right there selling. He sold an undercover. It ain't even you.
What the world?
They got Martin Luther King in the ring at WWE, arguing with Malcolm X, and it looked just like him.
It's crazy.
So if you somebody they're trying to bust, they can't catch you. All they gotta do is make an AI video of you running up to the cop, selling it
Right.
to him. See, we got video. It
Right.
ain't even you. It ain't even you.
Right.
So we in trouble. We in trouble. When it comes to AI shit, we're gonna lose jobs. Folk gonna be getting blamed for shit they didn't do.
And speaking of job, well, it's a job that I used to work on that I left. They got bought by a whole nother company and just let everybody go.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's recent.
Last week.
Ooh.
And then it's another job that I know that's basically about to do the same thing.
There's gonna be plenty of that now. That ain't nothing like out of the ordinary.
Right, right, right.
Figure 03. They keep telling me to look up figure 03.
And I just want to say, Big
Oh,
Ward,
hell no.
Big I appreciate your words every day. I've been listening to you about the last 2 or 3 years. I appreciate your word. I listen to you. Every time you put up a video, I listen to you and I appreciate your words. You get me through the day, and I just want to say thank you.
Now I appreciate your support, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I put my brother on you too. I put my brother on you too, because he's a truck driver too, and he basically really going through the same thing too.
Can't find no work, or the work ain't paying shit.
Basically, yeah.
And that's why I was joking around with Corey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was trying to talk about something else other than that, just for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, that's all we got going on, man.
Right, right.
Ain't nothing else to talk about. If I wasn't joking with Corey, ain't nothing else to talk about but bad shit, man.
Exactly.
They say I'm too negative. What the fuck am I supposed to talk about?
Have they paid attention to the world?
What am I supposed to talk about? I'm supposed to be Charleston White or something?
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
Right, right.
Get on here like
paid? There's negativity in the world every day. As soon as you open your eyes, it's negativity. As soon as you turn on your TV, it's negativity. As soon as you get on your phone, it's negativity in this world every day. You just have to find something positive.
You breathing negativity.
Exactly. Exactly.
The air we breathing poison.
Exactly.
The food, say for instance, you're going to try to be healthy, right? I'm not going to eat no more fried food. No fried food. No sugars. I'm just going to eat fruits and vegetables. That's what you're going to do. I just looked at the figure 03 or whatever. There's some kind of robot.
Mm-hmm.
Some more bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Some more bullshit. A goddamn humanoid robot.
Right.
So what the fuck? These motherfuckers got robots. They got sex robots, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So me and them women that wear now, we already don't want to be in a relationship with each other.
Right.
No love, no marriage.
Right.
So they already got to well, we don't love each other no more, men and women. We don't trust each other no more, men and women.
Right.
A man don't want to be with a woman because all she wanted his money.
Right.
Women don't want to be with men because all he wanted some coochie.
Yeah.
But they're going to be with women, and all the woman wanted some coochie. What you think the woman want? What you think the stud want?
Point blank, period.
You leaving the man alone because all he wants some coochie.
Right.
You go get a woman, a stud, all she wanted some coochie.
I mean, it's a lose-lose situation.
And then we got men. We talking about the women too masculine, but we got men softer than the women.
Softer than wet tissue.
So we got that problem we dealing with. So now they got robots for sex. So even we ain't gonna even have to deal with each other for that no more.
Right.
What's the point of being here?
That's a good question.
No marriage. All right, we've been got away from marriage. People don't want to get married no more. Now we to a point people don't even want to be girlfriend and boyfriend no more. Don't want to be in love no more, man. I don't even want to love a woman no more. Scared of it. Women don't want to love men no more. Scared of it. So now we ain't got love no more. We ain't got marriage. We ain't got relationship. Hold on, y'all. Hopefully this shit here will help.
So, let me ask you this, since we ain't got all of that, where do we go from there?
Death.
Gotcha.
Each one of us is waiting on our time to die.
Gotcha.
And I'm not gonna do myself.
Right.
So we just living it on our, we at the end of the race. We just waiting for the race to finish.
Gotcha.
You can see the finish line up ahead. The race is almost over. We've been on a long marathon called life. This part of the race about to be over, and they probably start a new race or whatever,
Right.
New event.
Mm-hmm.
But this race we've been running,
Mm-hmm.
that shit over. It's over. We coming to the end of it. We all just sitting here waiting to die. We ain't got nothing to look for. I hate to be Mr. Negative, but I gotta tell you the truth.
Right.
Let me block this person right here. Hold on. All right. When I say we ain't got nothing to look forward to, you can go to college. You can write out your business plan. Whatever you want to do. There's too much other outside forces that's going to keep you from achieving that. Because they don't want you to achieve that because they go against what they got planned. You having a great life ain't a part of their plan.
Right.
So you're not going to have a great life. Unless, well, depending on what you call a great life. Say, for instance, like you at home right now chilling on your day off, and you watching the live. And you probably going to go watch TV and eat you something and whatever. Might got old lady or something coming through later on.
No, I'm married.
And if you consider that, you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
So you're already married?
Yes,
so
sir.
You might say, to you, that's a great life. Well, if that's
right,
then you already got your great life.
right,
But if you're expecting something more than that to be a great life, ain't happening. But if you're okay with you at home with your wife, you got a roof over your head right now, you watching Big Water on live, and you know, whatever, and you happy with that, then you good.
right, right,
But if you're expecting a lot more than that, you're going to be disappointed.
right,
Because there ain't going to be no much more than that. You living the life right now.
right.
Now, if you can accept that you living a life, you living your best life right now, that the best life ain't later on, but it's right now. No matter how hard your life is right now, whatever you got going on, I ain't talking about you, I'm talking about everybody that's listening. Whatever you got going on right now is probably your best life. Just about as good as it's going to get. If it ain't better right now, it probably ain't a whole lot out there waiting on you. But some more bullshit.
Yeah.
You living your best life right now, Stephen Clayton. whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
That with your wife, you go in there and sit down and eat, watch TV, sit on the porch, whatever y'all finna do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for you living your best life right now. And don't be looking for nothing more than that. And if
Right.
something do come, it's icing on the cake. But if it don't come, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about
Yeah.
it. Be happy.
Yeah.
In other words, be happy for what you got right now.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you got, no matter what it is. If it ain't but a little bit,
Right.
be happy for what you got right now.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we're going to do. Somebody asked me what we're going to do about this shit. That's all you're going to do. Be happy for what you got right now. And if you do that, whatever else they do ain't going to bother you. Because I'm okay with what I got, even if I'm behind on my bills. Even if I
Right.
don't know where I'm going to live. But if I got a
Right.
car to sleep in, I'm just going to be happy with that. If you can do that, you're going to be all right. But if you somebody living right now in this world, and you got all them big dreams, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to be to this, I'm going to be to that, your ass going to be sick.
Real. That's real talk.
You finna
That's
be sick.
real talk. That's real talk,
Be grateful. This applies now more than it ever has. We've heard all this before. I heard it 30 years ago. Man, you need to be grateful for what you got.
Right.
I wasn't hearing that back then because I still believed in trying to, elevate, get more.
Right. Right.
But now, that's the truest thing you can hear right now. Be happy for what you got. Be grateful. Don't want nothing else. I want this. Whatever you ain't got right now, don't want it. If I ain't got it, I don't want it. That's the mindset that's going to keep you from going crazy as we go forward. Because if you want more than what you got right now, and you out here working your ass off, and you still ain't getting it, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose your mind. You're going to go crazy. You're going to go crazy, like I feel like sometimes.
Right.
When I done went bought 2 trucks and YouTube channel, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, shit still ain't working out. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Nothing. Ain't doing a goddamn thing wrong.
That's what they call life, ain't it?
This what they call control.
Patrol. Okay.
This control. This ain't life we dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
We are under full control. And the sooner y'all realize that, the more peace you're going to have.
And I'm glad you said that. Why we can't realize that?
Because we don't want to be controlled. We humans. Who want to accept that? I'm being controlled when I want to be free. Nobody want to be a slave. We are born to be free.
Right.
But we're also born in a world where people don't obey God.
Right.
So we're going to enslave you even though God said don't do it. God didn't want us to be slaves.
True.
But when has man listened to God?
I was joking with my wife the other day, and I told her, God gave y'all everything.
Gave who everything?
God gave women everything. Y'all women still go buy fake, not my wife, but I'm just saying in general, y'all still go buy fake hair, fake nails, and all this type of stuff, and it goes same as the males too. I said, if God can't make y'all happy, what man can?
But that ain't God. God didn't do that. This world convinced them they ain't good enough.
Gotcha.
They see the world more than they see God. You can't really see God unless you got your spiritual eyes open.
Right.
You can't see God with fleshly eyes.
Right.
So if you're not able to look through your spiritual eyes, you don't see God.
Right.
You see the world. And the world telling the woman she don't look good with her natural hair. God
Mm-hmm.
didn't say that, but she can't hear God.
Mm-hmm.
This world is drowning out God. For all of us, not just the woman. I just reached a point to where I can really hear God.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't always, I done been the same way. We all have at some point in
Right.
time.
Right.
To where God's voice. See, God don't yell.
Mm-hmm.
He don't scream.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy does.
Right.
Because he got to. You gotta yell and be out front when you selling bullshit. You gotta talk somebody into buying bullshit.
Right.
You ain't gotta talk nobody into buying something good. Have you ever seen a Lamborghini commercial? You know
Mm-hmm.
what Lamborghini is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rolls Royce. You ever see them commercials on TV? They don't show
Mm.
those. You ain't
Mm-mm.
never seen no Rolls Royce commercial.
Mm-mm. No
They ain't gotta
Lamborghini
advertise.
commercial.
They ain't gotta advertise
Right.
because they top of the line.
Right.
God is top of the line.
Right.
God already know he got what's best. He got the best shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna yell and try to force you to have the best. You got to go get the best. The best ain't gonna come to you.
Right.
Only thing folk gonna try to force on you, which is the devil and what he do, is some bullshit. Folk gotta trick you and lie to you to buy bullshit.
Right.
They ain't gotta do all that.
Right.
They know they got the good shit.
Uh-huh.
So God don't yell. That's why you can't hardly hear God. God ain't in your ear screaming. The devil screaming. You
Right.
ain't good enough. Look at you ugly, you fat motherfucker. You don't get the bald head bitch. That's the
Yeah.
devil.
Right. Right.
God ain't doing all that.
Right.
Cause God telling you good shit. God
Right.
said, hey, you beautiful. Why should God have to yell to you that you're beautiful when you should already know that?
True statement.
So God ain't gonna yell to you, hey man, you good enough the way you are. Why would God do that when he know he made you good enough the way you are? And you supposed to trust him and believe that he made you good enough the way you are, the way he ain't got to keep telling you that. So you don't hear God telling you how beautiful you are. Because he did it one time when he made you. Now, why he got to keep convincing you that he was good enough the way he made you? He made you the way he wanted you to. So he's not going to keep on telling that woman, your hair is beautiful the way it is.
Right.
Because he's showing you it's beautiful the way it is because that's the way he made it.
Mm-hmm.
And he perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wanted your hair differently, if your hair wasn't good enough, he wouldn't have made it like that.
Right.
So he ain't got to keep coming behind you telling you how good you look. He know
Right.
you look good, but you ain't
Right.
listening to him. Well, we ain't listening.
Right.
We listen to the one that say, you's a fat bitch. You bald head bastard. Look at your eyelashes. They ain't long enough. Your skin too dark.
Right. Right. Right.
Your butt ain't big enough.
Right. That's the one that get me all the time right there.
Now you got
Huh?
black women that always had nice asses.
Exactly.
Even the flat ones.
Mm-hmm.
I like the flat ones on a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Black women, if you got a flat butt, even they look good on you. But that motherfucker done got in y'all ear
Mm-hmm.
and told you your booty ain't big enough.
Yeah, cause it's, and I ain't mean to cut you off on.
No, that's what we go ahead.
It's a girl that I know right now that got a BBL right now, and it, like, you can tell it's fake. Like, you can look at it and tell, like, that ain't your natural normal behind. Like, you can look at it and tell it's fake.
I might be crazy. I'd rather have a real flat one. It's flat,
Right.
but it's real.
Right, right,
Give me a flat real one than a big fake one.
right.
If it's flat, but it's real, and she got a big round one, but it's fake, give me the flat
Mm-hmm.
one. I want
Thank
the flat.
you. Thank you.
That's just me, though.
Yeah.
But the woman that's been deceived is trying to impress somebody else that's been deceived too.
Mm-hmm.
She's not trying to impress somebody who know the truth. If she was trying to get somebody who know the truth, she'll know she don't need no BBL for that.
Right.
She buying fake shit because she's trying to impress a fake person.
Mm-hmm.
The people she's trying to impress are fake. How you going to impress fake people? You got to be fake yourself.
You took the words right out my mouth.
I just said a mouthful in, though.
You did. You actually did. You just actually did. Bars.
If y'all out here buying
Bars.
fake shit, you ain't impressing nobody but fake people. See, I'm real. So I like real shit.
Mm-hmm.
A real man want a real woman.
Right.
A real woman want a real man. Point blank, period. A real man don't want no fake woman.
Right.
I don't want BBLs. I don't want them eyelashes. I don't care if you ain't got no, if your eye bald head,
Okay.
I'll take it. I see women putting the eyelashes. Hey, knock yourself out, man. But each little thing you put on is a knock against you. What you turn me off more and more.
Right.
And I just go in that room and be by myself. I just be by myself. I don't want no BBLs, no boob jobs, unless it's for health.
Right.
Sometimes women be too big and they have to get the breast reduction.
Right. Right.
Back be hurting and shit like that. If it ain't for health, leave your body alone.
Yes, sir.
Bald head lashes. I just call them bald head, you know. All natural.
Right. Yes, sir.
When I say natural now, you know, women put perm in their hair.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
it be their hair, they just put a perm in it.
Right. Right.
Now that's as far as you can go.
Right.
And a little, and you want to put on a little makeup, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But not
Mhm.
running like Ronald McDonald around the bitch.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, if a woman is a little overweight, I'll take her
Yes, sir.
over a woman that went and had all that shit sucked out.
Yes, sir.
It was I was at the casino not too long ago, and a woman was sitting on side of me gambling, and she was talking about she lost her money that she gonna go have a liposuction with. I'm like,
What the world?
I'm glad you did lose. You don't need that shit no way.
Okay.
That's what I told her. She said, "What?" And she just started looking at me all. It like it turned her on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, this nigga real. Did he just say that?
Right. Right.
She said, and she was a little chubby.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to holler, wasn't flirting, I ain't trying to get at nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I was just keeping it real with her. Because I'm quite sure she'd have been lied to so much.
Right.
Somebody just tell your ass the truth.
Right.
You're okay the way you are.
Right.
Now, if you want to do it for your health reasons, get your ass in the gym and get on the treadmill. Having liposuction ain't going to make you healthier.
Right.
You're going to still have a bad heart.
Exactly.
Because eating wrong, the fat you got it because you were eating wrong.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, if it ain't for health, don't do it. But what the hell, liposuction? Liposuction ain't going to make you healthier.
No, it actually, like you said, it alters your body. Like it alters your eating metabolism. Like you ain't gonna eat the same no more. You're not even gonna sleep the same no more.
Let me get in this figure 03. They keep asking me about that thing. Let me see what the hell this shit is. See if I can.
Step into a market of fresh financial options
Hold on.
curated
I'm gonna see what the hell this is.
like bright credit card offers with sweet perks. Loan offers served up fresh and auto insurance options with fresh.
Figure 03. Hold on, y'all. They keep asking me about it, so I'm going to get on it real quick. This is my first time hearing about it. Hell no. Some iRobot type shit.
Man. Have you ever seen a show called The 100?
Look
It's
at
a
this shit.
show.
They got this shit right now, bro.
Man, that's crazy, yo. This what? Nah, say you got a robot waiter or something, and this thing malfunctions on you in the restaurant. What you do? And they go to stabbing and killing folks. And it's more than one of these AI robots.
Think about all the movies we done seen.
With the same thing
That's
I just
coming
said.
That's coming true. This some iRobots.
Man.
This ain't a movie now. This real life.
Man. That's just like I was at work the other day and we was gathering cattle or whatever. And my boss man rode up next to me and he was like, look at one of these. This is what we're gonna be riding on next. They got robot horses.
Somebody
By
said this shit
Kawasaki.
came out 3 days ago.
They got robot horses now. Kawasaki made a robot horse. You know the Kawasaki, the four-wheeler people, the
Yeah, I saw
Japanese
that shit.
people. Yeah, they made a robot horse.
And somebody said that's why I blocked them. Told me to speak for myself when I said we ain't got nothing to look forward to. Speak for
Hell,
yourself.
we don't.
No, I'm speaking for every goddamn body. We ain't got shit to look forward to but some goddamn robots. If you happen to be standing next to a fucking robot at work, then you got something to look forward to then. If that's what you like. You like robots.
Man.
So, how we gonna survive? What we supposed to do if they got robots doing every damn thing? They ain't even thought about that. They so deceived. Like a crackhead. Like a crackhead. A crackhead ain't thinking about the damage he doing to himself. He just keep doing it.
Right.
So
Right.
people that doing all this shit with the AI, the robots, they human beings too, but they ain't thought about the damage it's gonna do to mankind. How we gonna survive as a human species? How we gonna survive? If can't nobody work, how we gonna eat? You got robots doing everything. So the only people supposed to be alive are the folk that can afford robots. What about the rest of us? The millions. What we gonna do? Can you afford a robot?
No, sir. No, sir.
So what we supposed to do? I don't want to blow a robot back out.
Oh man.
I want some real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. That's
And then, what if they make the robot? The coochie it'd be better than real coochie.
oh my God.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Man. Now that's something to think about there.
Now, that's gonna be fun.
Man. Now that's something to think about there. 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 Man. Now that's someth
And think about all the dudes that can't get no real coochie. All they gotta do now is buy a robot.
And you own to some, because I mean, like, look at the robot that's holding babies and everything. So you own to some right there.
I was sitting in the yard back in like 1993.
I was born in 92.
Damn, you was a baby. I was sitting in the yard in the trap. You know what the trap is, right?
Yes, sir.
I was at one of my trap houses. We were sitting in the yard talking. Me and an OG named George. And we were talking about back in 93.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if you can think it, it can happen. Like, say, if you can think about going to space,
Right.
it can happen.
Right.
Like before we had planes and shit. Somebody thought about flying before anybody ever flew. And there were some people saying, man, that shit impossible. Because they never saw a plane.
Right. Right.
The Wright brother, whoever made the first plane. Now, if you never saw a plane flying, you would say, that can't happen. But somebody thought it. Anything you can think can come true.
Right.
Say, for instance, going to space, the moon, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we can't do it now, at some point in time, motherfuckers gonna be all up on Mars at the club. What?
Yeah.
It may not be our lifetime. Motherfuckers gonna be on Mars at the club, blowing our green broad backs.
That's crazy.
Sound fake, don't it? Like that ain't gonna happen.
But it is. I wholeheartedly believe you on that. I wholeheartedly believe you on that.
Check this out. As we speak, right now, there's a man somewhere in the world right now blowing the back out of a rubber woman. Right now.
Yeah.
It ain't you. So you're
Yeah.
probably saying, ain't nobody doing no shit like that. There's somebody right now that went to one of these little stores or
Mm-hmm.
ordered it online.
Mm-hmm.
He at home right now, went out, moaning and every damn thing. A rubber doll.
It's a store 30 minutes away from me that sells them.
They doing that right now.
Yeah, it's a store about 30 minutes away from me. It's a whole sex store, and they sell them.
So imagine what it's gonna be when the bitch is a robot.
Doo. Niggas might go to killing themselves just to get a robot.
I wish the fuck I would.
Oh man, niggas, just man.
What the
Oh,
fuck
you
do
on
we
the
got
song?
to look
Oh.
forward to? What do we got to look forward to, man? Not a goddamn thing. But
Yeah,
getting the fuck out of here.
yeah, and that's true.
What we got to look forward to. What did Tupac say? My only fear of death is being reincarnated, coming back to this bitch.
Right.
That's some scary shit. I didn't pay them lyrics much attention back then. I just thought it was a dope beat.
Right.
That's a live ass song. Now that I'm older and living in this time we're living in,
Mm-hmm.
I keep hearing that in my mind now.
Right.
My only fear of death is coming back to this bitch. That reincarnation shit. What if that shit true? And you got to come back and do it again, but not as you.
Right. Somebody else.
When you die, no, it be you,
But
but in the newer time.
Right, right, right.
Say for instance, I'm gonna give you 100 years. You die when you're 100 years old. I don't know about you, but if I hit 100, that's good enough.
Yeah,
I'll be happy, especially if I can still get around with it. But say you
right.
live to be 100 years old and you die at 100. Some people believe as soon as you die, whatever year you die in, you reborn in the same year and then you live again.
Right.
So at some point in time, you was alive when the cavemen were living.
Mm-hmm.
Then you died, and then you were reborn again and lived another how many years.
Right.
Died, was reborn again,
Right.
to another woman, not your same mom.
Mm-hmm.
It was still your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And you started over as a baby again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I gotta get out of here, cut my voice. Y'all hear it. You ever experienced deja vu? You know what that is?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah.
Everybody have. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just tell you what it is. You ever been sitting somewhere and some flash, you be like, I didn't seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't seen this very. You might be in a room. And it's weird, it's a funny feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And you be like, I've been here before. But it be as far as you know, it's your first time. I ain't never like
Right.
I done seen everything, the hat, the bed, wherever you at, when it hits you,
Right. Mm-hmm.
you be like, no, I've been here before. They call
Right.
it deja vu.
Right.
Could it be because you have been there before? I don't even want to think about that shit, man. I would hope that when you die, I would hope that it ain't no heaven or hell. That when you die, that's it. You don't know shit else. You like you never existed.
Right. Right. Right.
And you know what? If everybody knew that's what it was, everybody probably be killing themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, I guarantee you, if that was a way that we'll know for sure that when you die, you don't go no, it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel nothing, you don't know nothing. It's like you never existed, no heaven, no hell.
Right.
No memory, no nothing.
Uh-huh.
Man, folks be killing themselves all day, every day, getting up out this bitch.
Yeah. You're exactly right about that.
Think about it now. Think about how many people believe that if they die, if they kill themselves, they're going to hell. But they want to do it. They want to do it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to go to hell. Think about how many people, if they knew that if they died today, like if they kill themselves, you don't go nowhere.
Right.
You don't, no memory, no pain, no suffering, no nothing.
You're just in a white space.
Like you don't even know that you ever lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just over with.
Uh-huh.
Man, you have folk by the millions killing themselves.
Yeah.
That's why I think God don't want folk to know whether, what's on the other side. Wouldn't nobody be willing to live? Who want to go through this shit when I know I can just blow my brains out and it's over with? They got to worry about this shit no more. I don't know. I guess, I be thinking about it.
I get your point, huh? I get your point.
But like Andrea said, we never die. We transition to other realms. But do we know that other realm is better than the one we in?
Right.
Is it somewhere worse? Or is it the
Right.
same motherfucker that you just come back as somebody else? I don't know, man. And I want to talk about one more thing before I get out of here. Let me see. Let me drop this link just in case somebody. I got time for one more person before I get out of here.
Let me ask you a question,
Go ahead.
and it's off topic. You ride horses?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. You ever been around horses before or anything?
Yeah, I done been wrong. Look at
Oh,
this right
okay.
here, man. Look at this shit here. See, some people don't get it.
What the hell? I
I ain't gonna block them. I just want y'all to see that stupid shit. I ain't gonna block them. They don't mean no harm. Thank you, Regina.
don't.
I feel like I gave up about telling the truth.
How?
Telling the truth.
That's not good.
I don't want to blow out the back of a robot. I done gave up. I like real women. I done gave up.
And I could sound crazy or whatever, but wouldn't that be like dynamic or whatever, however you want to say that word or whatever, falling in love with a robot or something that's man-made or something that's fake, something that you can't procreate with? And wouldn't that be like dynamic?
Exactly. And what's wrong with giving up if you don't want to live in a world like that?
Exactly.
So if I have given up, what did I give up on?
Not a damn thing.
This fake ass world?
Basically.
Yeah, I gave up on that.
Yeah.
If that's what you call giving up, then yeah, I gave up. I don't want to live in a world where it's okay to sleep with a horse. So I gave up on that.
Oh man.
I don't want to live in a world where it's okay for a man to play in women's sports. You know
That's a hell no.
You know that we were heading right. The new Democrat Party.
And then don't get me started on that because I hate them for how they push it off on the children. No, don't even get me because me and my folks have a heated argument about that.
Say,
Like
your folk gonna hate you now. Don't let them know. Don't talk about that. Don't you talk about them Democrats.
Man.
Don't you talk about them Democrats around no black folk.
Who you? I like the guy jumped on by the whole house. I like the guy jumped on by the whole house. I'm like,
that shit to save my life, man. We got to be Democrats. If you black, you got to be a Democrat. Think about how much that brainwash, how brainwashed that is.
And I can show them an article about a general from the who started it, who was causing mass chaos in the Republican Party back in the day. I done showed people who Nathan Bedford Forrest is. He was a general in the CSA in the Confederate States of America. And yes, he was the Grand Wizard. He was killing black folks.
Democrat.
And
they would disown you by them damn Democrats.
Literally, I'm talking about literally kick me out the house. Literally.
And they call us the sellout.
Right. And I'm like,
but you love the slave master. You defending your slave master. But I'm the
sellout. Right. And I'd be like, I just showed you the article and y'all still believe it. Like, I'd be like, you know what? Y'all can have it. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
No, they ain't. They'll never see you. You just gotta leave them alone. Don't worry about them leaving you alone. You leave them alone. That's what I do. I don't even mess with them. Get y'all.
Because like I tell them, if she would have got in that office, we would have been at World War III. The first day she got in the office, would have been at World War III.
And got our ass whooped.
And got slaughtered. Because you know why? She wasn't going to have the heart or the guts to hit those buttons when they send those missiles over here. She wasn't going to have the heart or the mindset to hit that red button bite and send missiles back over there to kill they folks while they over here killing our folks.
She going to be worried about what folks thinking and shit.
Exactly.
Trump don't care nothing about that.
Exactly.
Speaking of, since we here, I know I ain't want to talk about this shit either. But this shutdown, right?
Uh-huh.
Democrats blaming Republicans. Republicans blaming Democrats. I'm gonna tell you who it's the Democrats. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, it
So
is.
they say, well, Big Boy, how did the Democrats when the Republicans got the majority? There's this thing called a filibuster.
Yep.
Even though, listen, Democrats, I'm going to tell you how the Democrats are responsible for this shutdown. When Obama was in office, we had a shutdown too.
Mm-hmm.
That one was brought on by the Republicans. Okay, I'm gonna tell the truth, no matter who. That's you with a train. Is a train in your background?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a train.
Okay. When Obama was in office, we had a shutdown, a government shutdown. It was brought on by the Republicans because they didn't like something Obama was doing. And the Democrats had a fit. You shouldn't shut the government down because you don't like something that was done. You don't have to shut the government down for that.
Right.
You can still fund the government. What the soldiers got to do with that? What the federal workers got to do with that? Because y'all can't agree on some shit.
Right.
They can still vote to fund the government,
Uh-huh.
but they can still vote no on this bill.
Uh-huh.
What happens is, in the Senate, the Republicans got the majority, meaning more Republicans than Democrats.
Uh-huh.
But they don't have they have what you call a simple majority. They got 53 Republicans to 45 Democrats.
Right.
In order to be able to pass whatever they want to pass,
Mm-hmm.
without the Democrats being able to stop them, they need 60 votes. They only got 53. That ain't enough.
Right.
Even though they got more Republicans than Democrats, they don't have enough to just do whatever they want to do without a Democrat helping them.
Right.
They still need some Democrats. They got 53 Republicans. They still need 7 Democrats. And if the Democrats say, nah, they do what's called a filibuster. They'll hold up the vote. They just stand up on the floor and don't say nothing.
Right. Right.
Cory Booker did it not long ago.
Uh-huh.
The longest filibuster, no, he stood up like 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
holding up the vote. See, the Republicans, they can vote on it with the 53 and get it. But if the Democrats do a filibuster to block
Right.
it, if
Right.
to block it, then the Republican needs 60 votes to override the filibuster.
Right. Right.
So the Republicans don't have 60, they got 53. So even though they got the majority, they don't have enough to override the Democrat filibuster. So the Democrats still got power.
Right.
Even though they're the minority.
Right.
They're still in the position, and that was done to keep it to where even if you got the majority, you can't just do what the hell you want to do.
Right. Right.
Checks and balances. So the Democrats decided you're doing something we don't like. And until you give us what we asked for, we're going to keep blocking you from funding the government. The Republicans still want to fund the government even while they debating over the health care bill.
Right.
The Republicans saying, hey, we don't agree on the health care thing, but we still want to fund the government while we arguing over it.
Right.
The Democrats say no. You either give us what we want, or we ain't funding the government. We're gonna block it. So what they're doing is using us as bait. The Democrats are using us as bait.
Right.
That's how wicked they are. And then they lie to their punk-ass people. You know, the family members that disown you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
telling them anything. It's the
Mhm.
Republicans. It's the
Mm-hmm.
Republicans. Lying like a motherfucker. I'm sitting here telling you by law
Right.
what they doing.
Right.
And you can verify everything I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
But you know what's gonna happen with the Democrats depending on? Your people, my people,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not checking it out.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna check it out to see if I'm lying. They just gonna believe the Democrats.
And
And it's just so frustrating when all you gotta do is public record.
yes, sir.
All you gotta do is check it out for yourself.
Yes, sir.
They gonna get on Facebook, call me a sellout. They ain't gonna do
Right.
all that. But what they ain't gonna do is go see if I'm telling the truth.
They don't want to see the truth.
The Democrats are the reason the government is shut down right now.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna lie and say the Republicans, but it's the Democrats. The Democrats want to give health care free to illegal immigrants because they're trying to replace the black vote because they know they're losing the black vote.
Right.
Even though they still got your family, my family, it ain't enough. 'Cause you see, they just lost.
Right. Right.
Donald Trump is one of the worst Republican candidates I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he's still better than what they had.
Yep.
Think about how crazy that is.
Yep.
I admit, Donald Trump ain't nobody I would have voted for 20 years ago,
No.
but he better than Kamala.
Yeah. He was way better candidate than Kamala. Way better.
I am. I'm better than her.
Yes, sir.
That ain't saying much. They don't get it.
Right.
It's because she's a woman. It's
Man.
because y'all vote for a black woman. No, she's an idiot.
First of all, she killed me with that lie there. Woman, you is not black. Like, why use us as a scapegoat? You is not black.
But you know what? Go find where she said she was black. She never said it. We started saying she was black.
Exactly.
Don't be mad at her. She never said she was black. She just didn't say she wasn't. Think about it. When did you hear her say she black?
Yeah.
Not we. Black folks, black Democrats,
Right.
were saying she was black. She never said that.
Right.
She just never denied it.
Right.
She never said, I'm not black. But
Right.
black folks ran with it. But what she did say was, I'm Indian.
Yeah.
You never heard her say I'm black, but you have heard her say I'm Indian.
Yeah. I heard her say that. Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
People saying, why is she lying about she was black? She never said she was black. She never said that.
We just yeah. I'm gonna say it because the black Democrat just jumped on the bandwagon.
No, they pushed the narrative.
Oh
She
yeah,
didn't do
that's
that.
what I meant to say.
She didn't do that. I ain't gonna blame her for that.
Yeah.
The Democrats knew they needed for her to be black right now to get the black vote because they're losing the black vote.
Mm-hmm.
They needed her to be black. So they pushed the narrative that she was black. She never said it. Go find me a video of her saying she was black.
Right.
She said she was Indian. She said, I'm Indian. And the lady said, if you win, no, she said, you're the first Indian American vice president. She said, yes, I am.
Never said black. Our dumb ass running around here. She black. You don't want to vote for a black woman. She never said she was black. You dumb ass niggas.
Yeah.
I'm sick of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all. You can call me
Yeah.
if you want. Uncle Tom. You don't mess with me. No, I don't fuck y'all.
Straight up, dude.
I
Straight
don't give
up.
a damn about these niggas.
Straight up.
Enough to where I just lost my monetization just then.
Uh-huh.
I don't even care.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing it for passion and for the
Right.
love of it. For the love
Right.
of it. So the hell with them. They that stupid. I don't want to be down with them no way.
Yes, sir.
Now when the shit hit the fan, they worthless. Useless. They're useless. If you can't think for yourself, I don't want to be down with you.
Right.
I don't care what color you are. If you're my
Right.
family, you can't think for yourself. You in the
Right.
way. You in the way.
Right.
I can't do nothing with you. Let me bring Oliver up and then I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, I appreciate you, man.
All right, take it easy.
All right.
What's going on,
Oliver?
fella? How you doing?
All right, how you doing, man? I'm losing my voice.
No worries. I'll keep this short because I know you you did a long one this time.
What's on your mind?
I got some quick I suppose information. Might be a bit unorthodox, but if you want to increase your credit score here in America, you can actually report your rent payments on time.
Yeah, they're doing that now.
Oh, I was just going to share that with your people.
Yeah.
As well as that, I kind of don't want to just, I kind of want to piggyback off what the other fella said. I mean, I would just go as far to say, do what's right for you and fuck everyone else. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
in the sense, like, I wrote this down. There's a soccer player, because I'm from Ireland, and a big soccer player called Luka Modric.
So you're in Ireland now?
No, I'm in here in America. I'm a dual
Okay.
national.
Okay.
But there's a soccer player called Luka Modric, and I'm sure you're a big American football fan, as you know. Like when Peyton Manning won the second Super Bowl,
Yeah.
everyone said, "Oh, Peyton needs to retire because he can go out on top." Well, Luka Modric had a similar situation where he was 37 and won the best player in the world and nearly won the World Cup. And people were saying to him, like, "Oh, you should retire, go out on top." And he says, "This is my fucking career. I choose when I decide to stop playing. It's my career. I'm not playing for anyone else. I'm playing for myself." And I suppose that's just the mentality you kind of have to have. Like I wrote down here as well, Kevin Samuels, which I know you're a big purporter of.
Yeah.
There was this fella that came on to his show and was just like, "How do I increase my value to get more women?" And he says that's a horrible motivation. Your motivation has to be within yourself. So, I mean, I know I'm still very young, but I mean, suppose what I can give to your viewers is just your motivation has to be for yourself. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the mentality you got to have, you know?
Yeah. Do what's best for you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you don't owe a company anything. You don't owe anyone else anything. I've learned in my own situations in work and in life, they tell you how great you are, how everything you are, and fire you the next minute. Like I love that story you gave of they said, you know, I won't say your real name, but we love you, you're the best thing ever, and then oh, you don't have a hard hat on. You're
Yeah.
done. So I mean, my advice to the viewers would be try to get into a union because I'm waiting to sit the bar exams to be an attorney here in America, but till that happens, when I get my law job, I would get a union job because I've seen people on drugs and drunk at work and they can't get fired because they're in a union.
Yeah.
Or a second skill, which I actually did. A lot of people looked at me like I was what the hell are you doing? Learn how to bartend. There's actually bartending schools that will
Oh,
teach
that's
you
good.
how to
That's
bartend.
good money.
Good money, you know, it's not that it's not taxable, but I mean it's cash, and I mean who's going to find out, you know? Just pay your groceries with your tip money. And I mean, try to find a skill of any kind. It doesn't have to be college, it doesn't have to be even a trade school like bartending waiting tables. I mean, you could laugh all you want, but I mean, a job is a job, and money comes, with that. And I just would say, I mean, as well in general, just don't mess up. Don't do anything that could mess up your money. I mean, anyone in any walk of life. Like when I'm at work, for example, all I do is it's entirely based around the job. I'm not going to say or do anything that's going to jeopardize the money flow.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't want to go on forever because I know you're tired, but yeah.
I'm not tired, but I'm losing my voice.
Okay.
The more I don't know, it's still, I'm still dealing with it. I don't know what the hell this is.
I had the same problem. I think it's the C word, or some sort of, that's a
So
whole
you were
other.
dealing with I'm getting better. Because at
Yeah, I was
first I
dealing with
couldn't
it
talk. I
too.
couldn't talk for 10 minutes. Now I can
But-
go for an hour. It's been 2 hours, so it's better.
Yeah.
So
I
how
went
long did it take for you to get all the way over it?
A couple days, but the thing is, I had
It's been weeks for me.
I never feel the cold, and a couple of days ago, I felt the coldest I'd ever had. I had 3 pairs of socks on. I had fleece, pants. I was the coldest I could ever be, and I was like, "There's something," but I don't even know. Like, I mean, there's a great video you guys should watch. It's 2 ex-Navy SEALs. One of them was a DevGru operator, Jeff Nichols, and he talks about how in our military, chem bio nuke, how actual quarantine happens within chemical warfare or biological warfare. And I mean, personally, the way the CDC and all that handles all this, and I know because I was training for selection for buds, it didn't work out, and that's a whole other story. But I mean, in relation to that, I just think there's so much, like, people always say, like, I mean, the CDC knows best, the government knows best. No, they don't. I mean, people that run our military, DevGru, Tier 1 units, like Delta,
How
or
about this? What if they do know best, but they don't care? They don't want you to know best. What if
Yeah.
they do know, but they don't want you to know?
yeah. I mean, like,
I
I
think
live.
they do know.
It's like my uncle has a funny saying. I mean, and he was right, I think. He says, "Look at the homeless. They don't have any doctors, health insurance, nothing. They're not dying of this stuff."
You
You
own
know?
your you got dogs. You like pets.
Love them. Yeah.
That same thing was brought to my attention when it comes to a pet.
Yeah.
All right. In my neighborhood, I don't know about your neighborhood where you grew up at.
Okay.
In my neighborhood, we had stray dogs that run around like and nobody cared. Like they were just part of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Packs of stray dogs, they laying out on the ground, nobody bothers them. And they chase cars, what have you. They were mutts. Eat out of trash cans, scraps. They live forever. No shots.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I was just in Turkey, and I mean, a lot of stray dogs around there, a lot of stray cats, and there was one dog I used to buy him. I'm a huge animal lover. It was a big Turkish Kangal. I used to buy him, street meat every day and sit down with him, because I wanted to go to Turkey, and I saw him every day, and I would go and see him.
So what about this, though? What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
then you got people that go by, like registered dogs, blue bloods,
Yeah.
top of the line. And if you don't get them their shots or whatever, they die. Your house dog, the dog,
Yeah.
your pet. If you don't go get them shots and all that from the vet, they're not gonna live.
Yeah. I mean, there's a great.
But yet the mutts run around the neighborhood eating out the trash can. They don't get no shots.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, I don't want to get too into history and all that, but there's a great book called Guns, Germs, and Steel, which basically shows how European, like, white folks were able to conquer the world. It was predominantly based around, I don't want to sound in any way racist, but I mean, it was basically geared
Disease.
towards the cold,
Disease.
the cold climate, and disease, to where you built up immunity, like the
Right.
Black Plague, and I mean, to where the Spanish conquered South America with less than 300 men under Francisco Pizarro.
They were spreading
Be-
disease.
Because all of his troops, most of the troops grew up on farms and they had pig swine, so they would breathe in, and that's how they became immune to smallpox, whereas the Native Americans didn't. Whereas, I mean, like the transatlantic slave trade, everyone has this idea that, like that show Roots, where the white man stole them. White people couldn't go to Africa because the quinine, which is the antidote for malaria, it wasn't invented at the time. The Africans sold other Africans to the Arabs in the port of Al-Kataf and then sold them to British, Portuguese, Dutch, French merchants, and so on and so forth. So
right, white people bought slaves from Arabs.
Yeah, and
The
it's
Arabs did all that. Now we Muslim.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Irish, and I mean, our people were predominantly sold into the Caribbean to make the sugarcane plant. But the problem was the Irish, which you probably know, you'd see white Jamaicans or white Barbados people, but they ended up getting rerouted to Australia in the 1600s because they couldn't handle the Caribbean heat. They were called the Redlegs, you know, and that's why you'd see a lot of Jamaicans or Trinidadians with last names like O'Hara and they're like, how the fuck do you have an Irish name? It's like, oh, you know, we just intermarried. And, you know, I mean, that's a whole rabbit hole we could go down. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, the end of the day, you just have to build up immunity. And I think there's a great guy called Hippocrates, which is a Greek philosopher that says, let thy food and thy drink be thy medicine.
Yeah.
And a lot of the processed food I find here in America, like I feel like I'm like an investigator trying to find bread that isn't with all this corn flour or corn starch or whatever the fuck it's called.
Speaking of food, I want to say one more thing before we get out of here about the food.
Sure.
Bill Gates. I'm glad you said something about it because I forgot. I was about to forget.
Yeah.
When you call you're trying to eat healthy. So you eat fruits and vegetables. Bill Gates got a product called Apeel. Apeel. A-P-E-E-A. Hold on.
Appel or something. Yeah, I know the one.
Hold on. Yeah, Apeel. AP. Y'all go look this up since y'all telling me to look up something. Right there. Bill Gates is part owner of it, the company. And it's a coating that they put over the fruits and vegetables to make it last longer.
Yeah.
And you can't wash it off.
Well, why do you think, like, I mean, the Russian Federation and Vladimir Putin can't stand the West? I mean, like, because I'm saying is like a lot of people think Russia's getting their asses handed to them in Ukraine, and everyone's like, oh, they can't even take Ukraine. Well, the one thing is, if we went to war with Russia, like, I'm not sure if you noticed how bad the transition from communism to capitalism in Russia was. People were like watering down milk. They had their own gardens, and every Russian, like, that is outside of Moscow or St. Petersburg or the big cities, they all know how to farm. They all have livestock and things like that. They all know how to fish. They're survivalists. So, I mean, they're tough people. I mean, they might not have the best weapons or the best strategy, but I'm saying is like, if you really dig into Vladimir Putin and a lot of his rhetoric, and a lot of people think he's an evil warmonger, a lot of it is he's just against the globalist ideology of Bill Gates, George Soros, all those kind of guys of processed foods. Like, I've been to Russia and I'm going to Russia again. I mean, the food there there's no chemicals or additives or processing in the food. You know,
the stuff we eat is barred in a lot of countries.
Yeah, I mean, American beef isn't allowed into Europe because it's roided up. I mean, The only chicken I get here is the Bell and Evans chicken because all the other chicken has nitrates. And there's a great YouTube video for free, Holy Chicken, by the guy that did Super Size Me, on how free range eggs really actually are in this country. I mean, it's a whole other thing. Like, I mean, or even the guy I would recommend about the food, there's a great video of Jeff Nichols, who's an ex-Navy SEAL. He talks about the 4 biggest things that hold people back in tactical service, to say military, law enforcement, firefighters, but it could be anyone.
Yeah.
It's things like raw dairy, you know, any pasteurized dairy. He showed like how poor the pasteurized dairy is for your health, and things like you know, so many of us as Americans go to like the gut trucks, you know, or the McDonald's, Subway, Chipotle, like that isn't even real food, you know, that's nasty seed oils. I mean,
Yeah, we screwed. But
we're fucked. Yeah.
but I gotta get out of here, man. My voice is shot.
No, it's fine. I mean, I appreciate taking the time, and all the best, my friend.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right, see y'all later.